I'll cross to the US later in the program, and one thing I'll discuss with Kristen Tate is a new promise from Vice President Kamala Harris to try to control supermarket prices. This is pathetic politicking, of course, an attempt to show she cares about the cost of living crunch.
I will work to pass the first ever federal ban on price gouging on food. My plan will include new penalties for opportunistic companies that exploit crises and break the rules.
She meant price gouging, presumably. But ask yourself this: if this is such a good idea, and if this will help Americans, why isn't she doing it now? She's vice president, for heaven's sake. Her mate Joe Biden is in the White House or at the beach or something. So what's her excuse for doing nothing for 4 years but just promising this nonsense only if she's elected president? This grocery prices push is really lame-brained leftist politicking, and it's pretty familiar to us in Australia, isn't it? Back in 2007, Kevin Rudd promised grocery choice, a way to keep the supermarkets honest, apparently.
Under my plan, the buck will stop with me. But I'll do whatever I can to reduce the strain on household budgets.
And if you don't think this sort of thing insults the intelligence of voters, have a listen to the bloke who was his treasurer.
It's really important to shop around, particularly in the major shopping centres where there are a number of supermarket chains. Don't always go to the same place, and in particular keep an eye on the specials. And if you've got some shopping tips, send them to Kevin07. We want to know what you've got to say. Thanks, Wayne, hey? Shopping advice from the bloke who blew the budget. Well, Labor won, of course. They brought in grocery choice, and before long it was scrapped, along with a host of other policies that Rudd bungled. But undeterred, Labor under Anthony Albanese is also trying to demonise the retailers and pretend they can control grocery prices with heavy-handed laws.
We know that too many families are feeling the pinch at the supermarket checkout, and that's why we've made sure that we want to look after farmers, but we also want to look after customers. Look after customers. And that's why we're making the Food and Grocery Code of Conduct mandatory, something that never happened from those opposite. Businesses will face fines of up to $10 million if they break the code, the heaviest fines of any industry code. We're partners with Choice to give households better information about prices.
Seriously. Maybe if they stopped blocking developments, didn't make it harder to employ people, stopped forcing electricity prices up and lumbering everyone with red tape and green tape, maybe that would do more to keep prices down. And maybe if the Labor government, state and federal, stopped spending so much money, increasing the size of the public service and artificially increasing the wages of some workers, well then maybe inflation could be controlled and interest rates could come down. But no, for every problem big government creates, Labor thinks even bigger government can fix it.